You have been told a story of decline, of collapse, of the end of the American dream. The narrative has been relentlessly dominated by the smoldering ruins of the coastal markets, the hollowed-out tech hubs, the uninsurable ghost towns, the cities choking on their own unaffordability. They've pointed to this decay and told you this is the inevitable future for all of America. They want you to believe the game is over. But that is the great deception of our time. Because while the cameras are fixated on the dying embers of an old and broken economic model, a powerful, transformative fire is being lit in the heart of the country. A new economy is being born from the ashes of the old. A new map of prosperity, opportunity, and quality of life is being drawn in real time. This is not a gentle recovery, it is a historic and permanent rotation of wealth, talent, and optimism away from the coasts and into a new generation of powerhouse cities. The 2025 housing boom is not a secret. It's just a story they refuse to tell you because it contradicts their narrative of despair. These are the 10 cities that are not just surviving the turmoil, they are leading a nationwide renaissance. This is the new map to the future. Number 10, Columbus, Ohio. We begin our journey in a city that the speculators and coastal investors ignored for decades, which is precisely why its foundation is now made of granite. Columbus, Ohio. While other cities became dangerously dependent on a single industry like tech or tourism, Columbus quietly and deliberately built a diversified economic fortress, purpose-built to withstand the chaos of the modern economy. It is a fortress of finance, with major operations for companies like J.P. Morgan Chase and Nationwide Insurance. It is a continental hub of logistics, leveraging its strategic location to move goods across the nation. It is a center for world-class education, anchored by the sheer scale of The Ohio State University. But the recent event that has transformed its trajectory is the arrival of Intel's new $100 billion semiconductor plant. This is not just a factory, it is a declaration of a new era for the Midwest, the anchor of America's new Silicon heartland. This single investment is a magnet, a gravitational force projected to create tens of thousands of direct and indirect high-paying tech jobs, from chip fabrication to software engineering. This influx of capital and talent is creating a powerful, deep, and sustained demand for housing in a market where the median home price is still a fraction of what you'd find in Austin or San Jose. The growth in Columbus is not a speculative short-term boom. It is the calculated, deliberate, and unstoppable rise of a new American economic powerhouse. Number 9, Indianapolis, Indiana. We move next to what has become the undisputed logistical nerve center of the entire North American continent, Indianapolis, Indianapolis. While coastal cities were consumed with trading phantom wealth and digital assets, Indianapolis was mastering the physical world, building the essential backbone of the real economy. Every package, every shipment, every critical piece of the global supply chain flows through this city. It is home to the FedEx Express National Hub, one of the largest air cargo operations in the world, and a burgeoning tech scene that has earned it the nickname Silicon Prairie. A powerful life sciences corridor, anchored by giants like Eli Lilly, provides another layer of high-wage, recession-proof employment. The market here is not built on hype or speculation. It is built on the concrete, undeniable reality of essential jobs that cannot be outsourced. The city's affordability is its primary strategic weapon. It is a powerful magnet, pulling in a steady and unstoppable migration of families and businesses, fleeing the collapsing markets and high taxes of Chicago and the greater Midwest. The demand for housing is relentless, and the supply of new homes is struggling to keep pace. Indianapolis is no longer just on the map. For the 21st century economy, it is the strategic center of it. Number 8, Kansas City, Missouri. The secret is well and truly out about Kansas City. What was once dismissed as a sleepy town in the middle of the country is now the epicenter of a vibrant cultural and economic rebirth. a world-class art scene housed in institutions like the Nelson and Adkins Museum, a legendary culinary landscape, and the passionate, unifying energy of a championship sports city have ignited a fire of desirability that is attracting national attention. But beneath this exciting cultural renaissance is a rock-solid and diversifying economic foundation. A growing tech sector, a massive federal workforce that acts as a stabilizing anchor, and its historical position as a critical transportation hub provides a stable, consistent engine for job growth. The result is a perfect storm of opportunity for homebuyers and investors. The affordability, when compared to other cities of its size and cultural weight, is still shocking. But this arbitrage opportunity is evaporating quickly as the rest of the world wakes up to the truth. The momentum here is palpable. You can feel it in the revitalized downtown and the thriving neighborhoods. This is not a comeback story. It is an arrival.
Number 7. Greenville, South Carolina. At number 7, we find the undisputed manufacturing titan of the New South, Greenville, South Carolina. While other regions were content to let their industrial base wither, Greenville was aggressively building the future of American manufacturing. It has quietly become a global powerhouse for advanced manufacturing, automotive research, and aerospace engineering. Giants like BMW, whose largest global plant is located here, Michelin, whose North American headquarters is here, and Lockheed Martin don't just operate in Greenville, they anchor a deep and complex ecosystem of suppliers and innovators. This has created a powerful, deep-rooted job market for skilled workers, from engineers to technicians, that is the envy of the nation. This industrial might is fueling an explosion of sustained growth. The city is a magnet for talent from across the country and around the world, drawn by the promise of a high-paying, stable career and a quality of life with its award-winning downtown and proximity to the Blue Ridge Mountains that is second to none. Greenville's real estate market is in a state of perpetual, powerful expansion. It isn't just making things, it is making the future. Number 6. Omaha, Nebraska. This is the city that laughs at recessions. While coastal markets are built on the shifting sands of venture capital, tech hype, and ephemeral trends, Omaha is built on the bedrock of the real economy: finance, insurance, logistics, and agriculture. It's a fortress of financial stability, Warren Buffett's best-kept secret. The concentration of Fortune 500 companies, including Berkshire Hathaway, Union Pacific, and Mutual of Omaha, creates a level of economic insulation and high-wage job stability that is almost unheard of in a city of its size. The job market is a fortress, the quality of life is shockingly high, and the real estate market reflects this disciplined and powerful economic reality. The Omaha market is not prone to wild, speculative swings that lead to devastating crashes. Instead, it is a market of steady, powerful, and relentless appreciation, driven by real income growth and a constant influx of professionals. Buying a home in Omaha isn't a gamble. It's a statement of confidence in the enduring strength, intelligence, and resilience of the American heartland. A drive to Minneapolis, and with its fertility case location, the shopping dynamics in this city are redefining prices. Number 5. Knoxville, Tennessee. At number 5, we find a city with a massive financial advantage that is reshaping its destiny: Knoxville, Tennessee. Its secret weapon, and the secret weapon of the entire state, is the 0% state income tax. In an era of high inflation and economic uncertainty, this is a powerful siren song for a tidal wave of remote workers, entrepreneurs, and wealth refugees fleeing the high-tax, high-cost states like California, New York, and Illinois. They're arriving with cash in hand, seeking not just a home, but a financial sanctuary. But Knoxville is far more than a tax haven. It is an outdoor paradise with the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the most visited national park in America, as its backyard. This lifestyle is a powerful magnet for a generation that values quality of life as much as career. Furthermore, it's home to the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse of scientific research that anchors a surprisingly deep tech and engineering job market. This unique combination of natural beauty, World-class science and a massive tax advantage has created a perfect storm of demand, coiling the spring of a real estate market that is just beginning to release its incredible energy.
Number 4. Nashville, Tennessee. The story is no longer a secret. Nashville is the undisputed it city of the decade, and its powerful momentum is not slowing down, it is accelerating. It has become a magnet for major corporate headquarters, most notably Amazon's new Operations Center of Excellence, a massive campus that promises thousands of high-paying jobs with an average salary exceeding $150,000. It has also cemented its status as the undisputed healthcare capital of the United States, an industry with over 500 companies that provides a deep bedrock of recession-proof employment. The cultural gravity of the city, from its music scene to its culinary landscape, is an unstoppable force, drawing in a young, educated, and ambitious workforce from across the globe. The correction that hit other cities in 2023 was merely a brief pause for breath in Nashville, a momentary plateau before the next leg of its incredible ascent. Its real estate market is in a state of controlled fire, with a demand so powerful, deep, and diverse that it is absorbing new inventory as quickly as it can be built. The climb is far from over. Number 3. Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. This is not a market built on tourism or speculation. It is a market built on pure intellectual capital. Welcome to the Research Triangle. This region represents the single greatest concentration of brainpower in the nation, a synergistic powerhouse formed by 3 Tier 1 research universities: Duke University, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and North Carolina State University. This academic triad creates an economic engine that is the envy of the world. This engine is attracting a tsunami of investment from the most important companies on the planet. Apple is building a new billion-dollar campus here. Google is expanding its engineering hub. Global pharmaceutical and biotech giants like GlaxoSmithKline and Biogen have massive research operations here. The result is an explosion of high-paying, future-proof jobs in the most critical industries of the 21st century. The demand for housing is not just strong, it is a mathematical certainty, fueled by the relentless influx of the best and brightest minds in the world. This isn't a housing boom, it's an intellectual supernova, and the real estate market is basking in its powerful, radiant glow. Number 2. Salt Lake City, Utah. While San Francisco hollows out, Salt Lake City is rising to take its place. It has become the undisputed capital of the Silicon Slopes, the youngest, most ambitious, and fastest-growing tech hub in America. It offers a pro-business environment, a highly educated workforce, and a quality of life that the decaying coastal cities can no longer compete with. The majestic Wasatch Mountains provide a powerful recruiting tool, a paradise for a new generation of talent that wants to build a world-changing career and a life of adventure. The city's economic growth is not just strong, it is off the charts, consistently ranking among the best in the nation for job creation and GDP growth. This has ignited a firestorm of demand in the housing market. Despite rising prices, the value proposition compared to the collapsing coastal tech hubs is so powerful that the migration of both companies and talent is accelerating. Salt Lake City is no longer the next Silicon Valley. It is the city that is actively replacing it, and its real estate market is being fueled by that historic transfer of power and capital. And that brings us to our number 1 spot. The single most powerful, most undervalued, and most explosive real estate opportunity in the nation is in America's genius capital, Huntsville, Alabama. This is where the future of the Western world is being engineered, largely in secret. Huntsville has one of the highest concentrations of engineers and PhDs per capita on the entire planet. It is the command center for NASA's mission to the Moon and Mars through the Marshall Space Flight Center. It is the heart of the nation's missile defense program and the Space Command headquarters. It is a critical hub for the FBI's high-tech cybersecurity and counterintelligence divisions. And it is a magnet for private aerospace giants like Blue Origin and United Launch Alliance. This has created a powerful, deep, and recession-proof economy of six-figure jobs that are tied to long-term, multi-billion-dollar government contracts. And here is the secret that makes it the undisputed number one. The cost of housing has not yet caught up to the reality of its immense intellectual and economic might. It is a city with California-level brainpower and Alabama-level home prices. This arbitrage opportunity, this massive disconnect between the power of its economy and the price of its real estate, is a once-in-a-generation event. The real estate market in Huntsville is not just growing, it is on the launch pad. The countdown has already begun, and its trajectory is aimed at the stars.